day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debate. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go. 480. 51 to Mike. Hey. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Elliott. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Prescott from the gun. He's got his target. It's caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
At the 39-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
3 butt. Check 3. We're going to 53. 26.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Caught by Cobb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Well, they'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. Running with Elliott. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check 43. Check the backer. Here we go. Go to 54. Line 8. Switch.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's our time. Patch it. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Prescott. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Prescott to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. The kick by Maher is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. And that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
65. Watch out.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Garoppolo gives to Breida. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here we go.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go. 180. 12, fellas. Here we go.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo.
Here's Prescott. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A first down carry by Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Cooper was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
It's now 4th down.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Looking to throw. Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
21.
Garoppolo now. And his throw here's incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. 18 yards, first down Niners. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Here we go.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. This is Breida. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Lock, lock, lock! Check, check. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
They run again with Breida, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
12.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Prescott. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know, the rhythm seems off. Now Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Prescott down. That's complete to Cobb. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington to the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Hey, pick your game up. Check 3.
And again, it's Prescott. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This is Elliott. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Coming this way. Here we go.
Here's Elliott. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
21. Here we go.
Now it's Breida. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert!
Here's Breida. And an alley to run. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
21. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Back.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a give running left is Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Wait.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here we go. 180. 12.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Mike, here we go. 180. I got one. Check your heart rate.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this is good. Robbie Gould knocks it through in a pressure spot. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.
Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. This team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
What's the run? They're running that. Shit.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now a give to Breida, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
At the 34-yard line.
Here we go. Two.
On the handoff, this is Breida. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, 34 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, it's Wilson. Leaves it for Penny. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
380. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On first down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down.
They go read option with Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And look at this, for the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Mike 51. Touchdown, defense.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call.
57.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that?
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. Now Wilson from the gun, he'll throw, and he finds Penny. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Penny, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson now operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, David Moore, the intended target. 3rd down here. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
And so let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe he starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Wilson flushed out right. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They go read option with Wilson. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42.
16 yards. First down, Seahawks.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
54, Mike, 54, Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Again, it's Penny. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw again. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
Mike 51. I'm here all day. Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the run, watch the run. That's south, baby. That's baby south.
On 1st down, Procise. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Check 50. 12.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson stepping up. He's going to keep it. Touchdown, Seahawks. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off, too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted-for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 64 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's 2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They run again with Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it with the option right. He may try and run for this. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, and an alley to run. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Here's Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 17-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Okay. 54, right there. 54 Mike. 6-man. Check curls.
Here's Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Rashad Penny, and it's 3rd down. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Myers' kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Here we go. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. Here's Coleman. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will tie us at 24 all. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run again with Breida. In on the stop, Bradley McDougal.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back up.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Wilson. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And time finally runs runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. He's got Lockett. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and he gets it down to the 32.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still
No yards.
Okay.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. He'll find Metcalf. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least 1 more OT to decide it after this. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D. Ford. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They set up the screen to Penny. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Garoppolo and the offense with it 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Here we go. 180.
On 2nd down now. It's Coleman, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of... Oh, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. This complete to Lockett. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 22 yards there, a first down. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether we're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
Check, 315. Check, right 54. Right 50. 14, 40.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now it's Carson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. 3 straight runs now, and that defense is held.
Yeah, we often talk about how the low man wins, right? Who wins leverage at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just that leverage. It's leverage with power. Who takes the line of scrimmage and moves it one way or the other? Right now I can imagine the defense yelling at the offense, hey, guys, if I were you, I'd kick it. You're not getting in.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll begin the drive with Breda. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. 180! Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a stop so hot. You'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? when it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow. Are you ready? Set? Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Yeah. Yeah. Ay, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull off. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Oh, Lord. I don't know what this is. Play action.
Now on first down.
I'm guarding him.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Eat that one. There we go.
A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw.
Oh, right here. Good pass.
It's Hill. Complete.
Oh, he's hella fast. Oh, come on.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is
if
you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch. A lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Let me see. Oh, shit.
Throwing
right here.
Second down.
He's wide open. No, he ain't.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D. Ford. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy.
Oh, Lord.
They want that uniform.
Come here, nigga.
And he's going to go down again. DeForest Buckner. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back.
Oh. Aw, man. I'll take it, though. I'll take it if they gave it to me. Damn. Hey. Did they give it to me? Oh, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Hey. 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 Not again. Hey. I got to get it. I got to give it. Ramsey went to the Rams. I got it. Yeah. Ah. Yeah. Pull this shit back out, man. God damn it, y'all. If it's that blue, they all of my...
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford.
Something ain't right. They might have fed me that time. I think they got me, y'all. Come on, please let me get it. Let me get it. Give it to me. Give it to me. Ah! Oh, they got me. Damn. Oh, man. Oh, well. I cheated anyway. Oh, they peeled me. They peeled me. Ah! Bitch! Damn. I still ain't lost yet, nigga. Fuck it. Bitch. 30,000 in the no change. Hey, who played tonight?
Somebody might win it now. Go to ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
They gonna zap me again. Watch this.
Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Don't fumble, don't fumble, don't fumble.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Niners take over first down team.
Here we go, here we go.
Here we go, G, get off the field.
Now the Georgia Southern man.
I'm gone, yo. Oh.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
1, 2, 3.
Going on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo.
Oh, they made me run
down.
down.
Tight end Kittle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be
oh my God.
And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah,
come on, Brody.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On second down, a run.
Stretch him out. Stretch him out now.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Oh, go outside.
Here's Breida.
Push him down. Go in. Oh, come on.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for
What was that? Oh.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Video game.
And they're getting him involved early.
Sick.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game.
Oh, shake him.
The matchups they're getting.
He's got a first down and much more inside.
That was bullshit.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
21. 180.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here we go. Slack 80.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
6 guys. Check 6 and hut.
On second down, it's Coleman.
Come on,
he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover,
outside,
and not be deterred by anything else.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field faster?
Come on.
Because both sides are out there for 10 plays.
Oh, he
one
go pop
side comes
it.
off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10.
Oh, he coming out this? Oh, he's out of pocket, bro. What is that? I'm going to pick it. He throw it right here, though. Come here, nigga.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd
down. Oh, my God. What kind of play is that?
On 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Oh, he coming out with the trickery. Oh, my. Here it go again. Oh, okay. Some regular shit. Oh, come on.
Looking to throw
it right here to me.
2nd down.
Oh, good pass.
Johnson's got it complete.
Hit that nigga. Let's go.
He's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Don't do that no more. Oh, he wide open. Oh, he ain't gonna throw it? Oh, come here. Come on.
And now this is scooped up by
Big Buckner.
And he will bring this one
Hey.
return for the 49er touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble
look
that
at the
was.
big fella.
Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Gold able to tack on the extra point. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And it's now 14-0.
Oh, man.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already
on,
down
fella.
2 touchdowns here in the first
Let's
half.
eat a
This
little
becomes
bit.
a pretty important drive.
Throw it to me. Right here. Throw it right here. Oh, he's wide open.
Plays, we know that, right? They
Oh, good catch.
script
Good
to
catch.
start
Good
the ball
catch.
game. And typically
Good
those scripts
catch.
go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Good pass. Good catch.
Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script.
Are you running
I
it?
think they're
Oh,
gonna
okay,
stay
okay.
with it.
Go right here.
Abandon it just yet.
Boom.
Try
Come
and
on,
generate
man.
some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0
Okay.
off the board. A gain of 6 there on
Okay.
first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion. So here's
Where you gonna
2nd
throw
and
it to?
4.
That's me. Oh, go.
Throw on second
that big
down,
man?
but this one is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the
Oh,
intended
Lord.
receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Oh,
One thing
Lord.
I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline. But
Okay.
do that over the middle to them.
I see what he's
And not only
doing.
the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way. When they get back to the huddle,
Come on,
they
let's
have a
get
few
it.
words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung
Let's
out
get
to
it.
dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
No, oh, throw it right here.
complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Oh, my God.
Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10.
I need a little I just need a little bit.
Come here. Samuels. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford.
He's got to run in, man.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling
Here we
plays.
go.
2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Probably think about going
now I'm going to get some pressure, I think. Why you running? Come here, nigga.
2nd down, Samuels. And he is
going for that.
in his tracks.
Oh, yeah. Switch it up. Play action.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know who to guard.
They'll try the
Here I come. Here I come.
And they go backwards here.
Don't you worry about it.
Yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Buckner. Let's see.
Looks like the
what do we have
offense is
here?
going to take another shot here.
Come
They're
on.
going
Look at the left side of the field. Look at the left side of the field. Look at him.
It's Rudolph.
He can't. Oh, come here.
That's going to be knocked away. And
oh, get out of there. You ready to get out of there? I'll get out of there, family.
incomplete.
Oh, okay.
I guess is the definition of a head scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe
I thought you were ready to go, y'all.
The situation still in the first half.
You know.
Decide if there's a time to be aggressive. Now
step it out. Oh.
There's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long.
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one.
Man. That was good shit right there, man.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Go around him. Oh.
That's complete on the hitch route. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
that's good defense
you're able to
right
hit
there,
a receiver
Pimpin.
in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the
you
catch.
blitzing.
But in this situation,
you see it.
The defense was effective, able to stop him before
now you
get
see
a
it.
scheme going.
Look, here he comes.
3rd and long. It's
Throw it. Ah. Oh, the fast fella. Oh, Lord.
Down almost all the way to the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for first down.
I think it all came together there.
Come on, kid. Come on.
With excellent pace, money throw right there to move the sticks.
Come on.
A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play,
make
you
him stop this bullshit.
There'll be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line
make
to
him
take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Here we go. 21. Here we go.
If you don't see it, throw it away.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
Throw it away. Oh, what? I got a flag.
Incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd
There wasn't no grounding.
Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle.
Oh.
Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so.
I was
They end
that
up losing the down as well.
grounding.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And it's off the right upright, and it bounces away. Oh, my
God.
And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank
don't know what that is. Come on. We ain't never seen it. Give me that shit. Sherman.
On first down, but this one will to be incomplete.
Sherman can see it. Jump that shit, Sherman.
So now 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he's going for it again, y'all. Come on. Guard him.
Final shot before
oh, he ain't doing that now. He's going up top. That's a free pick, y'all.
Deep right side.
Oh, he caught that shit. Oh, okay.
Incomplete. Good protection that time. And
good job, gentlemen.
Up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Oh,
so
man.
we hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
I don't believe he's doing his trick shit. We don't believe in
for
it.
their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What
Nope.
was said in that
We ain't buying that
That's
shit.
what I want to know.
Throw it right here. Come
He
here.
will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
You having a problem.
Able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Oh, yeah.
Rudolph looking to throw it.
Oh, that was a good play.
A diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'm right here now.
Here on first down.
Oh.
That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. You know, despite the score line, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one play away from getting right back in this game.
Go ahead and throw it. Oh, good pass. Oh, he was open. Oh, he was open.
They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that
I
just
don't
means
like that.
you're one big score away from being right
I
back
don't like
there.
The
that.
question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Still in search of their first touchdown
I
of
like
the game,
that.
but they're
We're about
on
to
the
do it
move.
again.
1st and 10.
We're going to throw it through this time. Come on! Come on, Sherman. Come on, Sherman.
Complete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the
Come on,
target.
Sherman.
That'll bring up 2nd down. Rudolph throwing again. His throw incomplete. Now, the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels. And it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Underneath.
Here's Rudolph.
Oh, he was open. Good
He
pass.
finds McDonald.
Good
They're able to
pass.
convert on
That
3rd
is
down, and
wide
that sets
open.
up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Run.
Again, it's Rudolph.
Oh, come on!
Coverage terrific there as that's knocked down.
Come on, baby!
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first
Come
down?
on,
The offense or the
baby!
defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
That's a run.
On 2nd down
Come on.
now.
Make a tackle.
And work his
There we
way
go.
closer to the goal line as he's got
Make it hard,
5 down
Joe.
to the 3.
Fuck it.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their
The
defense.
Niners. Can we get a goal line stop?
Here's the
Boom! Fumble! Come on, baby.
gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
You're supposed to
Defense
fumble that.
continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively.
supposed to
Saying,
fumble
let's go for
that.
this. Let's try to get it in the end zone.
Come on,
I don't
y'all.
know about that
One more
because of what
stop.
you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1
Play
through
action.
3.
Throw it right here.
Don't be any different.
Oh, they ready. Oh, that's bullshit. Good play.
Touchdown.
Good play. God damn. Nigga, I'm all over that shit.
There to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score.
Good
That's a
fucking
score
play.
you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get
Damn.
back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet
Pick this
relaxed
shit up.
to get it done.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's that bullshit right there. You know
Boswell
damn well you
kick
weren't
it
supposed
away
to catch
after the
that shit,
touchdown.
brother.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Oh!
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay,
Lord.
do we still want
Oh, God.
if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Once again, they run.
Come on, Pippy, dude.
First down.
Come on, Pippy, dude.
Will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A
Damn.
loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Oh, I threw him. Oh, yeah, don't let him get that.
Second down pass play there.
Don't let him get that.
George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But now it'll be third down.
Oh, they're trying to give it to him,
This
y'all.
at least is the right idea. I think they've
Oh,
got to
my
get the tight end
God.
more involved.
He had just one target.
Oh, my
in the first
God.
half, incomplete. Now incomplete here.
He's wide open.
In the second half.
Yeah, should not
Woo!
stop them back to him, though.
Good shit. Do the robot.
George Kittle, 69
George Kittle, nigga. Good pass.
Able to stretch their lead.
Good pass.
I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Okay. Now you got to do that shit you got to do that shit again all the way down the field. You got to do that shit again, nigga.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Come on.
Now Rudolph on
Throw it
first
underneath.
down.
Oh!
And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
I don't like that shit. All right. Let's see if he's so open. Oh, my God. No, he ain't. You got to throw it down. Oh.
7 yards, the pickup.
You'll take that. You'll take that.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play.
You'll take that.
2nd and 3.
We ain't mad at that. Look at him, though. Oh, you so scared to throw it. Come here.
He'll try and run.
He's so scared to throw it.
Avoid the contact. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
I think I'll guard him this time.
1st and 10, Rudolph.
Oh, what happened? Boom! He fell.
To Smith-Schuster. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker.
Keep it coming.
9 on first down.
Keep it coming.
9 there on the first down completion.
Gotta do that shit all. Throw it right here now. Oh, come on, run in.
He gets this one to Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
There we go.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo.
Come on, baby.
The urgency. Maybe you're starting
to show me
in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to 17. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
He ain't gonna really do it again. Oh, he did a nice move.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Come on, look for the screen again.
There at a first down.
Oh, he ain't doing it.
Here comes a first down throw.
Throw it right here. I'm gonna pick one of this shit off. Come here. Oh!
Toward the end zone, but
why that wasn't no motherfucking
Well, you know you
that bullshit they called on me.
Area, so you make sure you make a smart throw.
That's all I did,
towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Come on.
Yeah. We'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Yeah, make it. Yeah. Come on, baby. Okay. Guard somebody, DC. He right here. Oh, here I come. Here I come. Oh, do it then.
Eric Armstead picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
2-minute warning.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch.
Make sure you guard him. Guard him. That's where we want to go to. Oh, come down and hit him.
He's got a long way to go.
3rd and goal.
Takes it inside
4th and goal.
to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
All right. Switch it up on the dog.
Go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go on
Throw it.
4th.
Come on. Oh, yeah. There we go.
Incomplete.
Get out of there. You out of there, bro? You don't want no smoke? What's going on? Okay. They don't want no smoke. They don't want no smoke. Damn. I done do it big. I do it big. Hey. Like a lineman. Bring the lines in. Y'all want some hoop, man? Some finger rolls, LeBron? Y'all want LeBron? I think I'm gonna go get LeBron. Y'all. Fuck it. It's detrimental right now. Over there in that hoop shit.